Can you just describe how different you feel this time of camp compared to a year ago, just your knowledge and comfort level?
I feel really good. I feel like I had way more preparation, especially with Coach Tim pushing me a lot. I feel like I'm way more prepared for this year, and it's a different standard, so I feel like I'm way more excited. Definitely way more prepared.
Chris?
Coach praised your first 3 days, just how you've done, some catches you've made, the consistency. Can you talk about what you have put on film over the last 4 days?
Just consistency with knowing what I'm doing out there, making plays, and just knowing where to be and what I'm supposed to do. I feel like I struggled with that last year, and I feel like I'm getting way better with that this year. So I still got room for more improvement, more things I need to work on, but I think I'm making little steps.
Brendan?
What's the biggest thing you learned last season? You got 4 games. I guess what would you take away from that experience specifically?
Knowing my assignment, knowing that things move faster, so I got to know where I'm at, know where to get lined up, and definitely just knowing what I'm supposed to do when I get out there, because things gonna move fast.
Liam?
You mentioned Coach Harris, but how has he helped you kind of come along, especially with the new offense under Gus? How has that been working with him?
Coach Harris is doing really good with pushing us and making sure we know everything. He's not really being too specific on what we need to know. He want to make sure like he gets to everybody and everybody knows everything. He's really preaching like knowing concepts and everything, not really just what position, you know what I'm saying? So he's doing a good job with pushing us to learn everything, know where we at like the back of our hand, just getting us ready for the season early.
Brendan?
At the end of last season, I think Coach Norvell announced that you were going to redshirt and that there's maybe a game, 2 games left. Was that your decision? Was it his? I guess how did that conversation work to where you guys thought that would be beneficial for you?
That was a decision that I made with my family and Coach Norvell. It was confidential. It was just depending on what was going on. But I feel like me and Coach Norvell had a good talk when we talked about it, and he's expecting a lot from me. So I'm trying to do that for him too, push myself. Yes, sir.
Ira?
Going back to when this staff came in, Coach Gus and Coach White and all these guys, Coach Harris, all these guys, did it take a while before you believed in them, or how did they get you to believe in what their vision was? Because you'd only been here for a year and everything changed.
Yeah, so when I first met Coach Gus and Coach Tim, it was during like tour duty when we have like conditioning and stuff. So they did a good job like getting into our mental, making sure we push because we are in a fast-paced offense. So make sure we push and just like push ourselves. So me, I'm the type of person like that's another reason why I came here. Coach Norvell preached that he's gonna push me to my best standard. And as soon as Coach Tim and Coach Gus came here, that was the main thing they was preaching. So to me, that's what I love. Like I want to be pushed. So I could just tell from that, like without even football, I like the type of coach they are.
Liam?
Some of the new guys coming in, especially Deuce, we've seen just how vocal and how much of a leadership role he's taking on. How has he been with you, and how have you kind of meshed with these new guys coming in?
Yeah, I like Deuce. Deuce is very he very like a pro. Like he's a good leader. He does things the right way. He knows what to say. So I'm just taking as much as I can from Deuce. He got a little bit way more experience than me. So I'm just learning from him everything I can. Ask him questions. He asks questions that sometimes I want to ask. So he's doing a good job being a leader. I'm learning a lot from Deuce though.
Coach Norvell said on Friday that he's really hard on you, and you know that he expects a lot out of you. But receiving that coaching is one thing. How do you respond to that? How have you come to appreciate that kind of pushing, and how has that elevated your game?
I remember the first time I met Coach Norvell, and I had my first meeting with him with my mom and my sister in his office, and he looked me in my eye and said, "If you don't want to be your best, or you don't want me to push you to your best, then don't come here." And I just took that for the rest of my life, like with a grain of salt. Like if he's pushing me or he's making me mad or you feel me, like he loves me, he wants me to be the best version of myself, and he knows what I can be. So I'm listening to him no matter what happens.
Peter?
To follow up on the wide receiver room and Deuce Robinson, just tell me about the personality side as far as with the wide receiver room in general, and how much that you guys will embrace of the competitiveness and that comes with the depth at the wide receiver room.
Yeah, we got a lot of depth at the receiver room. Like we have a lot of talented. Like I believe all our guys are talented. Like it's real exciting because like when we go out there for releases and stuff, like I'm seeing like different stuff every rep. Like guys are getting opportunities to show what they can do, and we got a lot of guys that can show what they can do. We got a lot of leaders like veterans like Squirrel, Deuce, Gavin that are really being vocal and leading some of the younger guys or the returning guys too. So I'm excited for our group. I feel like we're gonna expand like way better.
Brendan?
When you mentioned Coach Norvell coaching you hard, is that, you said you like it. Are there any times where that's been difficult or transition to kind of, when we were out there last year, he's intense. So is there any times like where that was difficult to adjust to?
Of course, like I think more towards when I first got here, I was kind of having trouble understanding like when he would get like really mad and get under my skin. I would kind of get like confused, like are you pushing me or like are you really mad at me? But now that I'm growing and I've been in college football and I'm seeing like what it does to help, I'm just taking it all in. Like I want that because I know that makes me better.
All right.
Going up against these corners, I don't know how much you get to go against Jerry and like what's he like and just that group.
Yeah, Jerry is very. He kind of reminds me of AZ a little bit. He's very technical with everything he's doing. He's a quick feet type of guy. So even like Jerry rarely gets beat, but like even if he does, he can make it up with his feet. So it's kind of harder for us receivers. But I like going against Jerry. He's a real quick technical kind of like AZ, and that's gonna push some of our guys. Like we need that. That's pro like cornerback skill.
We've heard from Coach Surtan about how the defensive backs don't play as much press man. They can play with their eyes and be more instinctful. What does it mean for a wide receiver? Do you have to be more alert and have more options? How does that change your kind of?
I feel like it definitely makes us more alert. We're looking at a different defense. This is like Coach White's defense is very complex. So we're looking at reads and where they're at, the safety, the cornerback. So I think it's helping me learn like defenses because I'm seeing some coverages I haven't seen before in college football. So I like it, and we go against it every day. So I feel like I'll be able to know a lot of different defenses when we go out there during the season.
Liam?
Physically, how are you feeling? Obviously, the jump from year 1 to year 2, there's a lot of growth that can be done there. Where are you at? Did you add weight? How'd you do it?
Yeah, physically, I'm way more confident. I added about 7.5 pounds since I've been here last year. So I feel more confident being out there, feel stronger, blocking, getting off the press. I'm excited. I want to keep putting more weight on, just getting ready for that season.
Chris?
When you first met Tommy, what was your first impression and what has it been like getting to know him over the last 8 months?
It's actually crazy. My first time meeting Tommy was on a snow day when it snowed down here. He actually got the guys all together and we all went to like a hill and went to sledding and snowing and we had food at his house and everything. So I could just tell off the rip what kind of leader he's gonna be. Team guy. He's very outgoing. He's not scared to talk to anybody, not scared to tell anybody what they're messing up on and willing to tell everybody what they're doing good. So I could just tell like the trajectory of where we want to go just off the snow day. Like, and it's shown through tour duty, spring, summer, like everything. So I knew that off the rip for sure.
Cool.
I know it's only been 4 practices, and feel free to include yourself, but what wide receivers have made the most, let's say, big plays so far through 4 practices?
I'm not sure the most big plays, but I know that we're all making a lot of plays out there and we're trying to make as many plays as we can. Coach Tim is preaching like whenever your opportunity is there, it's our ball. Everybody, don't matter if it's low, high, side, like we're receivers, we go out there and get the ball. So every play should be our play. So like I want us to make as much plays as we can. Actually, yeah.
Do 2 more. Brendan?
You mentioned Jerry at cornerback earlier. Might end up being the answer to this question. Who chirps the most? Who talks the most? You guys are doing one-on-ones or to all the wide receivers, I guess, which corner talks?
That's a good question. Last year, I feel like it was more talking. This year, like they like a lot more locked in. Like they still talk, but they a lot more locked in because they got a lot. But I would say Edwin. Edwin does a good job, like giving us that talk. Not even, it might not always be trash talk. He might be saying something to his DBs or just saying something to us, like, you know what I'm saying, giving them indicators, or telling us we giving indicators, just saying something out there. But he's being a vocal leader, so I like that, especially.
Peter, last one.
Elijah, knowing that this offense, they're really high on running the football and improving the running game as well. Just thoughts about what is your improvement as far as blocking goes and how much Coach Harris really does help you in improving your blocking game.
Coach Harris has definitely helped me improve my blocking game with just being more physical. He, acknowledges that I'm bigger and I'm making my weight up, and I can take advantage of guys, like overpower guys, just using my weight and my size to really scare guys. You know what I'm saying? So being more physical, attacking the block, like he makes sure he preaches that just as much as he preaches catching the ball and routes and everything else. So I feel like everything's equal. He never piggybacks on one thing too much. Like if it's a block that we miss, you're gonna get in our tail about it. Like, look, hands inside, make contact, don't be scared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta block to get on the field. So definitely.
Perfect. Thanks, Elijah.
Thanks, Elijah.
Thank you, Elijah.
Thank you.